Hello students, welcome to the class. This is Himlata Soni. As previously I told you that chapter 3, two stories about flying, contains two stories or two parts. The first is his first flight written by Liam O'Flaherty. We have already gone through this chapter and this story revolves around a young seagull who finally comes out his fear and succeeds to take his first flight. Today we are going to read part 2, The Black Aeroplane, written by Frederick Forsyth, and this is a mysterious story that revolves around the flight of an aeroplane. And here is the pilot who was flying this aeroplane. And here is a brief introduction of the story. This is an interesting mysterious story. The narrator was flying Dakota aeroplane with code DS-088 from Paris to England. Suddenly, he was caught in a storm. His compass, radio and other instruments failed. He was low on fuel inside the plane. Suddenly, he saw a black aeroplane near his aeroplane. The pilot of the black aeroplane guided the narrator so he could land his plane safely. He wanted to thank the pilot of other aeroplane, but he was surprised when the woman at the control center told him that there had been no other plane except the narrator's Dakota on the sky that night. So children, the narrator was stuck in the storm and he was helped out by a pilot of another black aeroplane. But when the lady told him that the pilot and the aeroplane did not exist in real, then it was a matter of mystery for him and he starts to think whether it was his imagination or some supernatural powers. So now I am explaining you the chapter with detailed summary. The narrator was flying his Dakota aeroplane from Paris to England at 1 a.m. The moon was in the east behind him as he was going to the west direction. Stars were shining in the clear sky above him. He was looking forward to a delicious breakfast with his family. So he was eager to meet his family and enjoy a delicious breakfast. His call for Paris control. He radioed to the Paris control that he was on his way back to England. The control room instructed him to turn 12 degrees west. He followed the instructions of the Paris control room and turned to 12 degrees west. Now, Paris was 150 kilometers behind him. Suddenly, he saw the stormy clouds. The clouds looked like a black mountain in front of him. He knew that he could not fly up over them, so he was perplexed what to do. Firstly, he decided to go back to Paris after seeing the black clouds. But he wanted to get home early for the breakfast. So he thought to take risk and flew into the storm. He could see nothing and his aeroplane was jumping and twisting in the air. The compass and the radio stopped working, so he was unable to see the direction or to contact Paris control. He was lost in the storm because of his wrong decision. So children, you see here, he was in a hurry to reach his home early, and now what was the result? You can see here. Now the pilot is stuck in the storm and it is very hard for him to move out from here. The pilot of the Dakota aeroplane saw another aeroplane with no lights on its wings. It was flying next to his aeroplane in the storm. The narrator was glad to see another person. The pilot in the black aeroplane asked to follow him. The narrator thought that the pilot was trying to help him, so he followed him. He followed the aeroplane for half an hour. But he was worried because he was low on fuel that could run for 5 to 10 minutes. He started to go down. So the pilot of Dakota aeroplane find another aeroplane and another pilot, and he was very happy to see him, and the pilot of another aeroplane was instructing him to follow him. He was guiding him, and for half an hour the pilot of Dakota aeroplane followed the pilot of black aeroplane, and now he was going down. Suddenly he found his aeroplane on the runway. He didn't know where he was, as his instruments had stopped working because he did not have any compass or any radio signals. That's why he didn't know where he was. He looked for his friend in the black aeroplane to thank him, but he was not there. He went into the control tower to inquire about the other aeroplane and its pilot. The lady at the control tower laughed and informed him that there was no other aeroplane except his own Dakota aeroplane on that night. So he was surprised to hear this, who it was. The narrator was wonderstruck to hear that his only aeroplane was flying in the storm that night, whereas he was helped by the another black aeroplane. He was stuck in the storm without a compass and the radio and was low on fuel. He could land safely only because of the pilot flying the black aeroplane, and the narrator was surprised and he was thinking who was the pilot on the strange black aeroplane flying in the storm without lights to help him out to land safely. So it was a mystery for the pilot. Who was the person or who was the pilot in the black aeroplane who guided him, who helped him to find his way? If that pilot would not be there, the pilot of Dakota aeroplane would have lost his life. So he was thankful to him, but it was a mystery to him who the pilot was. So the message of this story: safety should be the priority. One wrong decision can put our life into danger. Be wise, have patience, and then react to do anything. And here is the worksheet for you. Paris was how many kilometers behind him when Frederick Forsyth saw the stormy clouds? He took the risk and flew into the storm because, now you'll choose the correct answer. The author was wonderstruck to hear that the pilot was going to. Who is the author of the lesson The Black Aeroplane? Which aeroplane was the pilot flying? And here are the fill-ups. Frederick Forsyth describes quite a unique but experience during his flight from Paris to. During the flight, he was lost amid of dark clouds. He could see another aeroplane flying next to him through the. He followed the strange aeroplane until he could see the and was safe. When asked from the, he was told that no aeroplane except his own was flying in the storm. And here are some questions. What could be the second aeroplane? How do you say about it? What made the pilot believe in supernatural powers? Was it his illusion or reality? Write your views. Will the pilot take risk to fly plane during storm in future? If yes, why? If not, why? So this was the chapter. Thank you.